G'day, I'm Clive and welcome. About 3 weeks in of the torn ligaments. A lot of swelling's gone down, the bruising is beginning to go away. I can still feel the whole wall tight, hard. Swelling or bulge around where the ligaments went. But I decided I can't stay in anymore. So I haven't really been staying in, but the furthest I've done is from the car, 20 metres, make a video, back to the car, get home, put my foot up and take my shoes, boots and socks off. Even wearing socks has been hurting. Today I'm looking at doing, I don't know, at least 5-6 kilometres at least, maybe 10. And while I'm out, I'm looking for little spots where if I don't get a chance to go bushwalking properly, I can nip out, test one of my tents out or something, have a look at some gear and look at the spot. It's just beautiful out here. I had a look online on Google Maps and that, and some of the apps that give you tracks and trails, and I noticed somewhere just off one of the walk tracks here, and actually what this actually does, this part here, if I carry on down this track, it'll take me down to I do some of my other videos up by the dam. So it was good to be able to look at that and connect the two. I can feel it a little bit, but as you can see by the track behind me, and as I turn, it's like an access road, 4-wheel drive track if you want to call it, a gravel track, fairly level, fairly easy to walk on. I do have my poles here just in case. I just need to get out. I'm going to stir crazy. As I was just saying about exploring little spots to come out and test some gear, as this track goes down and goes past the way the sign track goes, this actual 4-wheel drive track here continues on, but then I think it just turns into a single track, and by the looks it doesn't get used, but I can either go left or right, not like far after there, and there's little open-ish areas where you've got bits of bush. It doesn't look like it's used that much, and I can also see off the one on the right, it doesn't actually show up, but looking at the trees and the formation of the trees and that, it looks like there's a couple of old smaller tracks, single tracks going through the bush a little bit, and they lead down to other little patches where it's open a bit more. So let's go and have a look and see if I can find them. A bit of a decline at the moment. I can feel it on the ligaments, nothing too serious. Just take my time, and I've just stopped looking at this view. Let me show you. Isn't that just beautiful? I see these people, they get out here, they're at the poles and they go racing down the tracks. Slow down, enjoy the view. That's probably 90% of it. You get to see some beautiful views, you get a bit of exercise, you get a bit fitter, and you de-stress, your mental just improves. Just behind me here, I've had a walk through this bit of bushland. Now, I'm not showing exactly where I am because I think few local people would recognise it, or local four-wheel drivers. Winter, I think that's a spot I may come back to. There's 4 or 5 within, I don't know, 100 metres and then 50 metres, 75 metres. But at the moment we're in summer here, it looks a bit dry. Listen to this. All the leaves, or the little bits of kindling if you wanted to start your fire. So yeah, somebody could light a fire down there and it could be up here within seconds. So it's a winter one. Opposite that, I've looked a bit through here and there's a couple of nice spots again, like for the bivvy camping, stealth camping if you want to call it that too. A couple of decent trees as well for the hammocks, and it's not that far from home. I suppose I could be dropped off, walk the 4 or 5 kilometres in here, either get the tent up or get the bivvy out or get the hammock up. I'm enjoying this, finding new spots and exploring. I'm going to carry on exploring. I'll see you soon. I enjoyed that. I've done about 5 kilometres. About 2.5 kilometres away from the car now. And I'm just going up the incline, which I came down earlier. Ligaments I can feel. Not to the point where they're hurting, is that where you get that bit of a burning feeling? Between the burning and a little bit of a ripping feeling. I don't think they're ripping or going again, but I'm doing my best to take my time, and I've got my boots on today, not the shoes. And I haven't rolled my ankles in any way, so that's a positive. Everyone's wondering what pack I've got on the back. That's the Helicontex Bergen. I love it. And if anyone follows my channels and seen my reviews of the Bergens, you'll probably think, hold on, I thought your Bergen was brown and clay colour. The other one is, the main one. I bought a second one about 18 months ago. So I got the main one set up. And the added pouches on there I need. And this one I'm using for more day hikes. Things like this, doing recces, finding places we can camp. They are pretty comfortable packs. At the end of the video I'll put one of the boxes up that come up at the end to the Helicontex gear. Go and have a look and go through it if you are interested. There's about 3 or 4 about this pack. I've worn it in some of my multi-days. I did the 20 up to Collie on the Bibbulmun track, which is 5 or 6 days bushwalking with it. A little bit bulky then, excuse the wind, a little bit bulky then because I was carrying one of my hammocks and the underquilt for it. A bit bulky the underquilt was on the bottom and a bit too much on the top, and now I've got it all down smaller, more compact. Not necessarily for hammock camping, more of bivvy. Even one of my 2-man tents fits just nice with the little Bergen from Helicon Tex. Not one of the lightest packs, not the heaviest. I find it comfortable. You get a bit of airflow down the back of it. There's none of this mesh stuff or these fancy frames. It's just a good old-fashioned back to it, back support with a few modern tweaks, let's say. This is called parrot bush. A bit like holly, but a lot firmer, and spikes a lot more painful because it's so compact that when you get hit by one, you get hit by 30 or 40 at the same time. I did my survival course on the Bob Cooper one. We had to do night navigation just by using a compass with a couple of new points to glow in the dark, and the directions and how far we've got to go. No head torches were allowed, just pitch black. And a few times we found some of these, and one or two are thin enough to go through, but the majority of them we had to work our way, go around and carry on. And they don't just tend to start with one tree. As you can see, a lot of this here is parrot, the parrot bush or parrot tree, whatever you want to call it. And they don't just grow up, they grow out. You can see this one here, the main trunk, it goes out about 4 meters that way, and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7, maybe 8 meters that way. All fun. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because I'm back on the main track now. I've enjoyed it. It's been nice to get back out, and I think by the time we get back to the car, probably going to be closer to 7.5 kilometers. I'm happy with that for now. I'll see how my leg is tomorrow and the ligaments, and I'll go by that to decide next time I'm going to come out and do a bit more recceing, walking around. I've got one of my tents in the pack, so I found a spot for today. I was going to make a video of that, but instead I'll probably drive up to a spot and just walk the 20-30 meters and pitch it and show you what I'm going to be doing with it. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, a little bit different to normal. So if you have enjoyed it, please go down below and click on the subscribe button if you haven't already. Click on the notification bell next to it and select all, so you can be notified of all future videos. And hit the thumbs up button, the like button. And if you are already a subscriber, again, I thank you very much.